Yɛda Nyankopɔn ase bio. Enrich your family abusua mu nkomodie a yɛdi na awɔtwe bia no. Na nso yɛde ebremo. Medin de osofo JK Amoah. Na ɛyɛ m'ani gye sɛ na awɔtwe bia no. The mu dodoɔ no ano you come on this program. Na me bɔ mpaeɛ sɛ sɛ me ta aka no. Nyame bɛboa wo. You know somebody. Wonim obi, wonim couple bi a wɔn go through challenges. Wonim family bi a they are having some difficulties. Wonim obi a afei na wɔbɛkɔ awareɛ mu a ɔdwendwene nneɛma yɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ yi. Enti sɛ wonya video no bi anaasɛ wonya link no bi a just share it, pass it on. Fa kɔma obi na sɛdeɛ meta share bi wɔ adeɛ yi so no. I do receive a lot of testimonies. Wɔnom a mode nneɛma kɔma wɔnom no bebree no ebi frɛ na mo busa pastor video we menya no he na ma kyerɛ mo sɛ wokɔ YouTube a Enrich Your Family series. There were probably about 30 different videos. And now betimi akwa bie. You can pass it on to your friend, to your family member. And maybe you are dating somebody, you want to learn about some things. Ni nyina no timi eboa. Enti mo mai mo mpaye erade. Eni agye ena enwumre. Se wadom nti o be enhia mu na yebesua aware mu nsɛm ne edi aware mu nkomo. Ka yɛ ho na enwumre yi na bɛkyerɛkyerɛ na yɛate aseɛ yie. Yesu din mu ɛna yɛ sɛ wadom mu. Amen. Ebio mma mo akwaba. Me din de osofo JK Amoah. Sɛ me ta Canada no. Sɛ wonya little card na me no bia. Me ana me yo. Me nyanya great artist nti uhuna ensere me kra. Just pass it on. Content ne na ehia me pa. Fa kɔma obi oko website of also you can like it and not the big thing. Makase, I'm not looking for popularity, but I want to save family be. Say family ba ko pe cry save that. And that situation be a rescue that. Me gidi say e be so nyame ami. Nti bia say o pese da bia yo na bia bribi nti antimi ama so you when you go to the YouTube site now you can subscribe it. Say the be ya ye na wa ma ubenya wonso wodie eti nan de no mekoso without taking much time na ye di ho na enkomo ne no se de ne kan ye no eye bibi a me ankasa no mani agye ho esan se a subject nipa bebre na eka ho asem ebusa mu asem ebi a challenge ma won atudin say can I trust again one who say aware mu no ana say in a relationship be crying on young worry but when you be dating you've started talking mo didn't come na the honest say mo didn't come on ana ya na you look for some things that can help build your trust na sa na ma no bi no say e bi se sapea it change the dynamics of the relationship enti nya ye hwe ne no me say yemfa no say e bi a our relationship mu waware ana won obi date mo di nkomo niam ekoyi afi wa hu say there is dishonesty ase no kredie nhye dani ho da bia na se na waka asem bia enye no kore papa akiro se saade ebuaboa no a be kakra no na no kore ni mu bio na trust ahotoso pa a relationship no na it's beginning to fade away. Anasa will be just say okutwan kontompo e kire o ka story way na wa ka story way o ka asem we do adwene fa ho a ese asma me tie de me nya sure say esisi ani mu papa yemfa no say wodu sika ama no say onfa ni dwa ana say obi a woni no mo ahyehya aware na mo nyina mo de mo sika abom o se me de koye business afei da bia obusa no business no asma no waka story bi akiro sika no we hen oso aba mama san reinvest in it na wo gidi apparently ne say na eyem kontompo a ebe kakra no wa hotoso wo sa relationship no be free ho enya no nko a wo no obi na motie mo ya warefo ana afei na mo date afei dakwa ni be ba ho so no na wa free wachi akofa obi foforo wa ha ase ene obi so di agro no di ni bia ana say aware mu a obehuna na wakofa obi foforo a ebeyi trust ai wo mu no afiri ho enya no nko a obi ahye obo se bia fa osika yi mame na me di kodidwa me hye obo se bosome nsia pe me de bebro bosome nsia no so ye wanfa ama no asa hye obo bi o mame bosome mi ensa nka ho bosome mi ensa wanfa ama no hye obo bi o mame be se bosome paako pe nka me hwe me sika bi anim e ba ya me de bebro eno so ye no wanfa ama e be kakra no se oka asem kire wa wonyi ni bio hwe se woni wo yire te ho na mo me no mo de mo sika ebom as a couple which should be me de ho na eno ya me recommend it afa de wani be ba ho so na sika wadwene o se obo abo no se ono no de ye business bi kura wonim ho hwe anya no nkwa hwe se woni ukunu te ho na mo joint bank account ye woni ma be bre nkrofo fa so break trust na bia da bia no we adwuma wo sika kogum ono no sika kogum dakro wani be ba wo ho so no na afa ko hesika na wo sese a enya sane a wo susu se esese edru no ebi asasa abrenke yetimi a save be $50,000 na ko account no no $30,000 ene wo mu 20 no fa hen afa na wo kunu o story way no story way afa wani be ba ho so no na kire se bi kura wa hu se afa wa ha se ehunu receipts bi so a maniska wa send ska ko mo bi we busa na so madam fu bi me ka se me fan komani nua kakra sa be kakra no afa trust power wo mu no na e free ho enti we num no ana ma nipa ya ba mu buo na pesa wo ti ase se me say recognize this se koba na sa nipa no de wo ho ato no so wanya ne mu gidie nanka u feel say what trust na pa and suddenly you realize say na ba now you want to rebuild trust wa offend you obi no and wa we offended no nipa two na wo mu ye were the offender and the offended bia wono wa ye mfomso no ene ne aye no mfomso no e fabre be so ti ase se obi o trust free obi mu a it takes a long time to rebuild it. It takes a long time. And now, and essence say take a long time untino. Ehia abotre. Ehia abotre pa. If you say open in terms say we see. Afei de wasakra de ampeso wo kina. You say usuban yeso nko it will not happen. Ye nipa. Men ma excuse and ma the offender no debi. But ye nipa na it doesn't happen that way. And a one kasakran. You can't trust nipa krono overnight. Inti wa offend you bi no. Besa wo ti ase se enyo odwen se ma pacha unti. Esese o Germanica at once. Mse ma no sia obebusa sa question na pastor. Na so pacha wi a na nse sa asem no kro. Hwe. So break you be trust. And yet that easy. Titru so ye wo yire. Say adwuma na one na ye adwuma. Tiasia said the agreement between you and the employee no are different. And as employer no are different. And the opa be judgment. Opa ukwa adwuma ho a wo kan bibia onye ni bio. But obi a on ne tifie a oye wo yire oye wo kunu na wa break you trust no. Enya de a kire se o se mapache unti se isi. Na kan ho asem timen kan bebre wo ha se. They say there must be explicit goals and reasonable timelines for getting your marriage back on track. In the emphasis, I will be a date here. One who said about 3 times, and one who said, "Guy, a marvel for be send the pictures, Breno. First time see all kind of so near classmates, and now ye radio or we school be and now the photo be person me shake. Okay, second time no, then yet graduation crowd photo." Na ye ese photo bi o ti beach bi na o she bikini bi no send nipa kro no a o say damfo nam ka so also a classmate na fe de there be we de on ne family e call the beach bi e na yi bi na o say en fe pa me kra ni de ntia o de sa photo we na e breme afe beto so me ensa no obehunu ni photo a o de bre no na o de heart kokko bi so aka ho o say e de asem na ekoso asemi aya mienza na ada na ekoso sa ne asa yo no se As I say, house, the botai be see any so. You set goals. Say, near my ebe and say, a beer, the kind. Saure, ye the ebe and said, the photo, be or the bebron, menu in an ebe. And that's way. You be setting goals, we didn't say explicit. And I say specific. Pass it. So, pass out to us in any dinkomo. Na me nso aboa me wo ye relationship aye bi mu dia ene I am open bibi o de bebro bia no se wontimi ne me nhwe together there ene na esese wo goal ba ko so ne se woni no betwa sa nkomodie ne so entimba set goals no set timelines bi so hu se ye ma ye ho be bosome miensa na ye review enhwe ye hwe ma ye ho be bosome miensa na ye review enhwe se if that can work. Anya no kwa na afei no niema ahodo bi ampese ye tiase pa endie me se to heal, to repair and to recover. Repair no a term therapists use pa and counselors use. Mama say ade say now repair relationship be say now repair na the same idea no to resolve, to heal, to reconcile, to find ways to resolve a conflict, and to heal, to repair and to recover no. Me say one, decide to forgive and be forgiven. Where the mummy no nyina, why afum wo, any wa fum wo bi no. As some mummy no mu decide you must make a choice say relationship we be work there, I must forgive. I must forgive. Nim say because a pastor na onyan kan bibi ntwan nyabotre twan mi. Na me be kan say obeka so mpa acho. Me kan ho ase. Number 2, me say determined to love and the past remain the past. You are going to say medono. Me try say medono na mama ni atwam no atwam. If you say we want to heal, we want to repair, we want to recover. Tini yepa. And I say practical actions should follow statements and promises. Nipa no wo say ni photo yi, di kan wo say graduation photo. Ye toso me no wo say oh ko beach bi na ye yi bi ye toso me ensa na fe die wo hye ayi topless kra and wo dey love ayi bi ato ho abre wo. Now you still telling me say eye bibia ni musa ana enti o ka so oh e bi nsi bi o baby actions must follow. Sana make practical actions. We say work on the primary causes of the betrayal. Ade and a yo ya enti kofa sa trust ye a breaky. A then betray me. And I say then a betrayal ye a buy. Okay. A obia. Yem fana said, now your former girlfriend. Right? And son ye be worry. But the entire kofa ade we buy and say, worry you know. When you did not sever that relationship with her or with him. Enti ye worry you know, moto aso di nkomo sie and no na akofa sa asemu yaba. Ana se bia me no na tifia ha. E na wo ye adwuma se wo firi machi bobosia. E wo sister bi ho e wo adwuma m. Okwa oh sister me ye mai bi mom bosia na me de bebro. E na bobosia na afei de bosia bonu mu no ato afa ho e na akoye mpnatwe. Enti identify and I can say work on the primary causes and work on them individually and as a couple. As I saw be out in the as I say, woo, and what I'm for no. It wouldn't be a adwuma bi say, Bombetemontem, a cow din on Ubitria, and not dear, no cranium me shall boss it, me moam yin to yasak. Some boam ye to yakana, a yardum a year or dobin tin and person boa, Nanso. Say enyama kuma mu se meboa ense se meboa na wo na akọba obosia na ato afre ho na akoye mpratwe e na afese otwen ho dia wa kutu abosia enye sa mi woska metua sa eska na mama me no enkasa na ho bio eno be yedma na okay be aware of the deepest feelings of each other and express them both adentina me can say so wo break you be trust ahu se wo yire no no odo pa ukunu no no odo pa afei di oma insesi from trust and all woman nyina ama nyina no it's sort of faded as a hiko enti tiasese eya ne ya enti tinka wo ya wo di no mu se miri maya no bone no kreni we nipa me kunu asma me kan aya ne ya Ayene ya. And so some force say, my panic nti omfa nche at once. Nyame yo yensa. Nipa fam no ya ne fa bre kakra. Okay. And to be aware of the deepest feelings. And a one kasa so no. So what says so you offender no a. Oh, you know who say I have really caused a deep hurt. Now, also so no, you are dealing with emotions. You may be upset sometimes. Okay, say I don't want find chementem. Nyabotre ntina me ka say if a bre pa nti nyabotre. Develop a desire to work attitude and say nya adwene bi adwene ye adwuma say we will work at this. Ye be ye ho adwuma pa. Me fam de me na maye mafom no. Ono so ese so oboa me. Na boniface bank kakra nti again me see statements alone will not work. Promise krana without actions will not work. Be honest about your true wishes. Why are you oboni no? Eso timi ka say no kreni pa no. Me do pa adwoa me do ana se kwasi me do pa o. Na enye nyame na mesuo na aware we nka mejai. Fra wa film achi. Ene me deepest feelings pa ambese me ka che. Nanso said me nyame de me bone echementi. I want to give you a second chance. Don't hide your deepest feelings. And I was also a wafum will be no. And could gina so nkotwema so oh say nti we nti wagya me. There be why am from so I know I am from so. It's as simple as that. Sabrano, you need to humble yourself. Bre wo ho ase. Meka ho ase me wa kiro nti me no ho kwan wa hase. Enti me say for the offended, why afom wo no pa na afi na maduru ho no. Why afom wo na obi ukunu amount say si fom wa break your trust. Wo de wo ho to no so wo yire wo de wo re nyina hye no mu wo de fie ho sikase nyina hye ne nsa wani ba wo ho so no akosi abrosan a wonim ho hwe wo si nipa we nhwe wo sikaso ma. Even though we are placing it in the context of a relationship, it can happen between you in a marital relationship and as a romantic relationship. It can happen between you and a co-worker. It can happen between you and a friend, acquaintance, even a neighbor. And you apply different situations. You say determined to give your partner a second chance. What? You're going to say, upese uhili na repair na recover there nipa na wafom no ye wadwene say memma no second chance so when you wadwene na you need to make a conscious decision say ade ayeme ya do register your hurt ne makana ni mu ho say do admit say I am hurting ade ayeme ya pa me di yaw pa and you need to grieve your pain that told be among say na no asem bi to me kan kakra wa se yi aba me fie na me nemi nua ba ko ka so se be mansu na me so na ka kire wo be man de ade atwa na ho ka se nye ne ya won se ye keka sa se be mansu ya ne de sie ye pride bi wo ye munti ni ye ne de sie nye obi na ka kire wo se ensu na be mansu me na esa me magene se me de misu no e be sie. But in this context, we say determined to give your partner a second chance. Although you are hurt, you are in pain, you are grieving. You are going to say, medebechen. Although you have been betrayed, offended, and hurt, you have a part to play in restoring the relationship to a success. E wo mu say wo wa ya obone, wa twa nkontompo, amount says si form, bi kura wa free wachi. Let's choose the words. So we free wachi akofo ba fofo. Akofa be ma fofo. So for the asem na ka kire enwuri. Intimacy. So opese restore relationship na. Then wo asundi bi da wo so. Ese wonya abotire bi se nsakrai ho ne nkohwim nkobum. Ana wo so no a wa ye bone nwa adwene se wo na wo be argue se na san nsakrai man temtima mbre dabi. The no ya ho find in na so onya bre ne abotire sa se. Bre minim se enya dakro na nipa de ye bone o. Nya dakro na obi nam an wose mekofo ba. Ehia ase kakra na mekofa be ma na me bedi obisika. na be twitwa nkontompo agye nkrofo niema da bi eyen kakra na saa na ya na ehia abotre me seek to understand what led to the betrayal and what lessons can be learned from them. Then and the ma saa obey me kan animo otwa me nkontompo either say if you ha yetie no odi ne sika nyina ma me odi sika nyina ma me nso ohunu bank ye de kokoto da bia na mabeka ache no me de we akoma ma me de we akoma papa me de we akoma wofa nso ohunu akire enti wodwene ho na ha no na ono ya aseso saa ene emegima akatu ya me ya mete so ene wo ha ase ene ono so tete akatua no so enti bia woge $600 every 2 weeks enso odi mu $450 ene ba fie ene wakohunu akire ene ama wo trust nyina ase ene ye ka ho asema nyimre se nia wani ase eden na saade no ba enkyira se de oye ne ye papa nemum den na course what led to this what happened before this yenko ho na yemienu nkosua lesson free ho na ehon ye nya lessons you say history is the best teacher yakho ne kosua lesson free ho we can apply that lesson those lessons no into our present situation. They say provide positive reinforcement and responses to help your spouse on the path of growth and healing. Example, what you appreciate. Inti menu why me bonino. Esa me buana se afede wo try so bedi no cry. Esa man ye aware se many age se na de waka no cry kire. In fact, sa no cry o wakan. Na onim se menim. Na many aso me hu se wo try. Enti de wani gye ho no, manu hu se kwasi I know say we are working on this issue. Ebefa break akra, but I want you to know say steps are and now say effort I will put into it now. Many aje ho. Pa let him know or let her know. If it's a one man who say me here bibi kakra. Me say what makes you happy? I almost say what free machi. We almost say what dimisika. We almost say me de me magao. Ah na me trust so so hwe mama me. Na say me de omba na wo bro no. Ama me trust free ho. We are trying to build this trust. My bano man omo ofia. Say wo mini ho nam kwa adwuma. Na nkoda yi tunsu gu omo so. Ama me trust se meje omo ha ma bi. Enti ye yo sa na nso me hu se e bia na onim bi kra won kan kire no. Say me nka se kofa camera bebo ho. Ba camera bi e bo fi ha na mo hunu se. Se woni ho hwe nkoda ni ya. Manu hunu se ma hunu se nkoda no unom treat omo ye. Na me da se pa nyame hira. I'm beginning to experience improvement in this, and I wanted you to know. Then the offender, why bonino? Wo pachonos. Why bonino? Me say, take responsibility for your decisions and actions, and apologize for the hurt you have caused. Why bonino? SSL gitim se manyade. Jane. And I say joy. The old yiri din bia nipa kra afum no. Kan say manya de. Me sisi wo sikasem. No creamy. What do ring na hye me mu sikasem na. They akoye business bi. Man kan kire. Nti ehwamodi me a nka be nka saa na me feel. Nti take responsibility say me na me yoye manye ni ye. Me power say fache me. In fact, say one more relationships mutimi yo saade we intentema. E solve problems. Bebre. But where the why am a break it trust. So I say, and yeah, one thing the break you be trust you. A twatwa swa, you say little drops of water makes a mighty ocean, right? A twatwa swa. A bag of cranny background trust you be until now you are now rebuilding. And take responsibility for your own actions and decisions. Me ko ha na me ko ye se. No krenie me ana ya me ma me ho kwan se me ma no ride. And na afi de ato ampa ho. Afi de akoye mpanatwe. Ma anya de. E me choice am make here. Take responsibilities. Besi bio show that you are remorseful about your compromise. Manu hunu se akoso ya adwoa. No krenie manu me hu. I am ya. Pa me do pa ma nwina nche mu da se me yire. E free me yire. medi ho yaw yi ana me kunu me ye no bonisa ana me yire medi ni sika ana me kunu ajapade aye nyina ye na me jiska se me koye no Ghana na me koye na me diska na kohye media my yobone I have compromised the trust na me ne wu wo metim ma no hunu verbalize it me ne wu metim me ya pa na you genuine free no kremu. You see, you don't want to hear about the wrongdoings. Person obeti so obeka ho asem biu. Nanso kai say it may take some time for your spouse to move on. Ebe fabre ene ya wadi ni dem. Ebi ode na ba no man be ware. Ena akoda yi say woni fie ho a na wo bro no physically. Anye se kra. Ana say na damfo pa na moye wedding na o man na damfo yi ebeye ne bridesmaid wo ko vacation aba o ba ya obehunu se wo ne na damfo yi ti beach a wo ye topless ono so ye che bikini kitikiti bi na won sa da sebe neto na photo wo phone so ebe ne ya enti enyi wadwene se wo besi ntokwanan bi a begegege kinye getu manyati. Take responsibility. And I'm saying, remember, say, it's not going to go away in a day. You see, determined to keep on the process of repair and recovery. You're going to say, me mani. Yes, I am ya dear. Many wu. Unti debi ano anha. Bible so me and say dear no dear. Asem we met da. Some bomb I'm going to pose. Metia. Me mfa bufuo enhia. Manyadi. Ya mompa ye say de man no bone no onsi so da. Say ekobasa ya unti o kan minim say. Say, ade yo ya na kaka ma ayaresa mante. Ba wa yam from so no. Bra wo ho ase. Sana Bible kan, calm down. Be humble. Na fe na ba ya wo na ma me yesa. Ende ma kan ade yi so pen say, obi antimi mfo so. Se obi bo ani so a. Na obo ni bi anya na sum a ba obo wo no na ma obo ni bi o. You made a choice say me bo ni bi. Ende sa wo yire ye bribi. Enkofa na anu sikasem bi a. Sika da kru bi e fa we in 70 why that di woni ni sika nyina na be justified. No, work on the repair. Say me de ne say me brem ho ase yes ye ho yade say yes ya wade e be gina de a me na ese me sakra woni offender no me say a brother Bible say a brother offended is hard to win. Ti ase say me ka say enko say no na me de text we chim say a brother offended is harder to win than a strong city. And contentious are like the bars of a castle. What say? Obi a wa fom no. Or say, dine pa say, ubesa win no bio. Te say always it's dine to say a kromu nyina. In other words, no. So we obi bone who breaking a trust. It changes. Nyame sakra nipa. Boniface wo hunti no sakraye timi ba. But me and my boni no, I shouldn't take it for granted. Say, oh, sorry. We sorry also sorry no my bonia. Won't you mean find me, Debbie? Don't go there. That's not your place. Or no, sorry na. So will be a bompire mum say radi. Mami kuni. Unya boniface no why. Unya boniface no. Na ma nyadi. And you now go preach actually no. Say we now say we dikon ni bay, Debbie. Me say become completely open. Why am from so no? Si pesi a healia. You must be open. Afedie, with phone. And so what day FBI code to so. The phone so now when you baby and the phone to baby at the ha. If that we didn't cry now, who can unfound yes so. But as a so you open say a cobas say, ubi fre na a ben no jaria, no far and yahweh. Be open and forthcoming. Assembisia catch no. Kwajo, win him. Maame na ye kana asem me se nne nyame nkwa o me kwa adwuma mu no abegina me nchen be chia me ne ade na be tete me pa na me ka chen sister me sro se no ye adwuma ye fo ye namfo fa no de atwa oh any secrets, don't keep secrets, be transparent. Transparent. So healy trust I break here. Be completely honest and sincere. Ukoto adie teku a osemiton teku. Wo de sempoa e mane wunu osemi de sempoa na mane. Me ko bank ho akoyi $50. Uba kwa uba for receipt to. They make it come so for edne. So for dia some na kana wo kra wo so for no betima yo. Hwe ese mi ani yo. Se pese heal dia. So so ja ware ne dia ne no hasam na meka ne. Na ye se heal dia na so ye open. Se me na makofa de no ha bantimi tumi ho mpan. Na ye hunu mi mu de wo mu nyina. Sa na meka no. Avoid defensiveness. Anya ha na obesi ntokwanan se. Wo su ja wasem. Watwe me mu a bia nti umfa nkyeme. Ade ama ye na yes, ye mfa nwadada enye nkwan. I mean, we should not always use past situations for the present. Inti wa ya obone no. So mia wania sa kakra nyame hili wona na ebe kakra no wo so obi. If you say, eno no meka ho asem sese a, bikra me nhyase ha se. Omu say ye nyame no bone ne pa ne chewa. O mfa nunu ye nda. But who na why bone nya na akọ preach sa asem na kire no say wo nyu ye bone nyame amfa nchewa. Da bi. We yire no a wo ye no bone wo nyame o ye nipa. Ukunu na oye no bone no wonye nyame we nipa ye sua se nyame esu ni bi mra ye mu ne ndi bi mfa mobra but ye nipa no etimi ye ya it avoid being defensive nya ha na obe kire ai we kakra me ye enye kakra enye kakra kra. Okay, avoid justifying your behavior in reference to what your spouse has done in the past. The American say enkofa se ai wo na no ye say ye me kra ancha nam de che wo dabi afiri wirechi wiri wo mfiri wachi obi a asem bi mu na o mane kakra o kan asem ne chia na kakra. Don't compare oranges to mangoes. Wo ye say man fa nche dabi wo de na druso wo de na druso to boase men kan chia no. If he says wo pese wo heal dia ye ka rebuilding, you are trying to trust again. So into rebuilding, to avoid justifying. Don't compare. So we say no no nyanam de che wo no. Ha na me de on fa nche mentem. Ana na no wo ka say wo kwa adwuma mu a wo kwa ye obi bone nya na adwumfo ye nyi wadie. Da bi. Yes, nyam sa abre no. Wo try so be heal no na wo ka kai sa nyama we no. They don't help. Nti me say determine to change from the errant behavior. Enfomso de na ye ma say atendidie bi da bia wo kuni wode no ho ato so sa me yiri obuade o badwam no waya ma no. So afi okọ no ko badwama no osuru nyina trust ni bia o ana se okọ represent na bia okọ ne ma school mu a ehwa no akọ diatam da bia na teacher for frɛ ti da bia se parent teachers association ya na ka se bra bia na wo ka se okọ a wo kunu se bo misro na me am komade nyina trust na famia hodo bebre on trust wo se wo kɔ hɔ a wo nkodi try be cry saw them. What the atama kwa ntu ne no kwa so na yam hihye no on trust ye until we am ne no koi brawe wo betie no akokko sonto kwa nti me see determined to change from the errand. For example, if you cheated, lied and broke the trust, then no more lies, no more secrets, no more cheating or anything that creates doubt. Bribibiada ebema esenchiniwaje aba wo kan fo na dwene mu no hwe ho firi ho se pese healia ebeboa pa nya no kwa Bible say he who covers his sins will not prosper, but whoever confesses and forsakes them will have mercy. Me akata ne mfom so so o se nsi ni ye na de oka ne mfom so no na otwe ne ho firi no ho no obenya mmobo e kan bio say he who covers his sins will not prosper, but whoever confesses and forsakes them will have mercy. Yanko kinkan kwi no me pesa me kinkan wo mebusem. Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 13 near 28 Proverbs 28:13 no or say de okata ne mra ton so no ensi no ye na de okana ojaye no obehunu mobo indi se wapachaw na watake responsibility a sa eno na de ahumobro no ebeba ena de ahumobro no beba ebio no me say speak truth in his heart. Psalm 15 verse 2 ena mateso ni awka kro wona koma mu indi sa abre no bra wo beka no kro ewo wakoma mu verse ning na no de metimi aka akiro me na mate so tu no say de onante pepepe na odi asentene no tinio na oka na kuma mu no kore de onante pepepe na odi asentene no oka na kuma mu no kore be truthful to each other oh say wo kura na wa yafom wo no na den say wo de be cha ka chance kwasi I am trying say me de be che wo but asem we de me ya ma me bre why ma me bre be truthful and gas go me dey ache na so there be a show mu na a real there be I'm trying it's difficult for me to forgive so give me some time I am working on it pray for me behold you desire truth David in Bible boy say ewurade who here no kure mesawam sa no boss am you desire truth in the inward parts and in the hidden part you will make me to know wisdom Yehuwa, se me boni pa de chemia. Esa ansa open no kurenti no. Be ma me nyansa na me bomode. De David be so kan no. Se open no kure. Ti fa chemi na urade men try. Men kan no kure. Bible no Ephesians 5:12 no say it is shameful even to speak. Va verses when you na come the offender no. Wa wo ye wa fom, wa break it trust no. Ebetimi so afa abasem wo mu ne a wo yafom na me bi ba e ho no. They say it is shameful even to speak of those things which are done by them in secret. Say ma break it the trust of my spouse, of my obi amene date as a boyfriend or girlfriend. You don't worry about your trust here. You're building a kakra. It's not say shower. It takes time. Now, any who said now after that now I will continue to keep secrets. No, it wouldn't help me. Bible say before Proverbs 18 verse 12 or see before destruction the heart of a man is haughty and before honor is humility. Onipa ko ahwiasem ana koma gina jejejejejejeje. Kan twi no or say nanim han mu na mununkum na 18:12 nanim han mu na mununkum firi betwa mu na asukotwea ne nsama a ede nso ebaye anim ho no kwa na me hia me say the destruction or say ye do anima na wo pagya ho ahantan ho no do or say ye 1 Peter 5:5 must be submissive to one another and be clothed in humility for God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. Hwe wa fun obi no bro ho ase empembe bredi entia yentimi build a trust wa ware mu say yana the offender no yana was sin tokwa twan ono no be defending ho so you're right so when you fun now breaki wo yire ukunu wadam for trust. Take responsibility, humble yourself, be submissive to one another, and be clothed with humility, for God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Nyame wo hoi no ompe ahantanfo. Emo dum ahombrasefo. E wo teacher mo akodwum no. Aya hotefo adwum no. They say this punishment which was afflicted is sufficient. Asem we si Korinto asafumu. Korinto asafumu enna kire se na wura bi Kena so na mo mpese be ma no kwan kra no asan agina so and o kan se we na yi bi must say this punishment which was afflicted is sufficient. You ought rather to forgive and comfort him, lest perhaps such one be swallowed up with too much sorrow. Therefore I urge you to reaffirm your love. Wa ukunu ana oba kra ti me bem ana wo yire aye obonin se wo twena so bia text we say fa chano ma ho kwan 2 Corinthians 2 making kind 6-8 ti wo say animka a nipa dodo no ade aka saa onipa no anim no do so ma no enti afei die munyi muyem emfam free na monkyekere ne were na awreho bebre a mene no na senti mitumfo se monkyere se modo no ampa na biribiara muyi muyem di free obi no monso me di free mo na me fam de biribiara mayi meyem de free no se mayi meyem de biribia free a munti na me yesa wo Kristo emu ni tia wa ne se enti wo kunu aye obonenso the offended no se wona duru so taxi come and say And for waiting on 12 years, be praised. So, all the channel, near when near saying, if he says, yeah, running and go upon Bonia. Yami, or may show. Yeah, fasting and we pray, we cry, we become sorrowful. Then soon, Yami, more the chain that. It's answer, Seminima. The Bible, no, was say, first John 1:9, or say a kind of Bonia, or your training no cough was what the bed chain. What ye went free anting. When she won't we say, won't trust in a view. Why were you won't trust in a view? I would not 12 years yet. What Jenny forms what to what power show or build this army man and young Mobroman, the Apollo can. Young Mobroman, why? And yes, I would have war a big kuno. I would have war a more fiasty. It in young Mobro a man. If someone say, Yemi, no, Mummy, no, more healing. So while we were still sinners, Kai. Na koma yemi no se ebra yenso ye baso ya de bon yefo no awurade nyankopon ewu emaye nti nia wa ya me bone no me yire na wa free machi nanso mbasa me de che no afei die ebra me da so teme bone mu no yesu de che me dia mpo bra wo free mu aba no means me mia mani se de be che no me say this punishment which was inflicted we dey me kotu na nim ho bi o me say makotu no mi enti me de ena die no de ba na ha na de besie ni nuan am betie mi minim se na asem yi no abawade bebre mu ewom nipa bebre wo ho a kire we are struggling pa say ye de yemfom so beche ho me see we breaking my trust. Can I trust again? Can I regain that trust? And you can't want him. I believe so by God's grace. I believe by God's grace if we are both willing. Me oba no a wadi misika madam for pa akofa no girlfriend ashime me wu no if I'm willing to forgive her, if I'm willing to help her, no say you're willing to take responsibilities by God's grace, you bet me repair trust and abuse manwasi minim sa na wo asempa busa bebre enti me bie line atum for questions no bra mo mananya mo now questions no minim sa mo bebre pesa na mo dan bebre na mo de contributions a lot. Say, what can I do, Pastor? This is what I learned from this presentation today. Say, let me boarding in out of fan. Me can say, can I trust again? Now me can say, to rebuild trust, it takes time and patience. And nuntino, I, the offender, should take responsibility, humble myself, take responsibility of my actions, allow time, work. Don't work only by promises and statements, but back promises and statements with actions, practical actions. No secrets. Be open, be forthcoming, be transparent. Me, I may offended. No, I should be patient. I should express and admit my hurt and pain. I should allow time for healing. I should also be patient and be gracious and merciful. Masambo ningi out of view. O question no more. So when you kasa idea me too na yeda so ewo stop recording. If you also kasa dia mama kwan say you can mute yourself. Amoah and me questions. Bra. What do you saying?
Hello.
Yes.
Pastor Fashion, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Cause why?
Maybe a question so yeah, maybe can be Amoah, let me put it that way. So now Kasa said nipa no aye bibi. Na ebi a uhu ye and a ubisa no. Or catch also why but all as a all patron who the choice idea or yeah no. We no ne ho. Pussy and fanche, or the nipa no. The trust is broken. Now, you're trying to get that person's, and I say he or she is trying to get your trust, no, back. But I said, it's like going back to square one. You are not seeing any change. Oh, may I sorry say send the see, and what's about this is see. And then also messes. So it's like you're trying to get the person's trust back, but the action you're saying say back your words with the action. It's like the words are saying something else, and then the action is also saying something else. So in that situation, no, how do you handle it?
Okay, that's a part. I think so. Once I said me address it hardly and say, you cannot just do that with lip service. So I'm saying the usi frame question and say, as our patchos one sure there, no one patcho. That no one taking responsibility of the actions. One was a way there, with the one say at the end of no, ne bound channel, mamma, or say, you tio ya, mamma, no one, na me quite memuna. Manu is no, Jimmy Archer, now I'm to no. And you're now into. So into more. Meaning say you are looking for the obvious response. And they say, and then any panel, as I said, or no, all patch or no. As well, who say, am I really genuinely looking for a resolution to this? And now I say, I'm not looking to rebuild the trust. Sebana sa what ya we offended na ebeye dinema. It will be challenging for you say will be our own accepted responsibility. Not because try to justify. So the whole kind of the actions, no. More say me san ko nan kan pesa me de one of the slides no actually. I think say na me hwehwe mu tentemti. Me say take responsibility of your actions and I me can say ba ko bi o ma me can say you need to back up your promises with actions, not just and I can maybe say so what's what you to mudia okay haso ka ho me say there are no more secrets. So what you have to now you're open. There's no transparency. I was sort of no transparency. You are not forthcoming. You so asma na de nam fichire say unye open nyema mu na ho mamia. It makes it difficult for me to trust. So it will be difficult for you. Really, now I don't know what you would do. Say nipa no a cheating on you there. What was the making no? Obvious response are peno and they say bianca make say jano neko. So I know say biblically no say will be a cheating one. That's also an option. A ya na me di kan esraware for say if you can rescue, if you can salvage, let's work on it. Since now, now it takes two. Anybody you're not going to say, obey forthcoming, obey transparent. Obey very, very difficult for you to really rebuild the trust.
That's right. I mean, it answers the question, but it's like repeatedly. Nipano the exact. Say, excuse my language. They build did what them.
Okay. No, it's an example.
Oh yeah, so you know, I mean, kasa but udi mate many anje home. Na osio be sorry. And then maybe there's a different, days or weeks later, there's another argument. And then the insult comes in again. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, you keep telling me, say, you won't do it. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's like you say, you're not being genuine. Like, okay, you say, it's like, for me, my understanding is, say, patch on me, say, I didn't know when no. But I said, patch up because you think that's what the person wants to hear.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So in that situation, that's what I'm trying to ask and I say, as a Christian, because of course, say a bano say, it won't be a good thing. So as a Christian, in such situation, how do you handle it? Say, constantly the person keeps doing the thing over and come back and say sorry. So it's like, okay, onim dioyen. And the thing is, the sorry is what he or she feels said. That is what you want to hear. Okay. So the trust is broken. It's completely broken. Mm-hmm. How do you repair that trust back? Even though Anipani say, oh, yes, sorry, but actions is saying otherwise.
Okay. I'm very transparent. I don't know what you would do.
But some for your main kakra.
Yes.
Yo. I'm say I addition issue and I'm say a beer you know quotational issue and a bit my boy and kakra say a briar that's we had the moyen phone yes you my in that sense and say beer na ye boy drama and a cast a radiafi de jai and intino ye jai no ya be perfect ye papa ye no crent mago fi we radian and inti say jai a drama monwa and say enti obi nipa no ni dada uni obi a woni ni date anase woni no ansa na mo be hia kra no unim se ne kasa sa nete ebre ya o kasa ti a woni de wo expect se osan ho every baseline said de na otie no na obe be perfect bi any ade se eno de kasa expect there is never going to happen e ho na mpese atwe adwen si so no ebia said de na woni no in the midst of worse bad is good. It won't say we improve kakra bi e wo ba bi a say we accept say we be boa na me na improve than say enam so why say nti no we expectation is say we twam ho na we ye na onye cra first no eno nya ni baseline
okay
enti me be say ye nyina e kan hu say ni pa ko no promise so say if you say break de me di do atem biom me yes or lie to you ho na ye lie na nso na bia wo pese wo tie enti moma ye lie na ye open say unim say me kuma mu pa na de ade we me ye kra nye se me enjoy me ayan me ne ewu enso mintimi promise but me hiam pa boboa me na ye nyina ye ntua na momom ba say ye ja ba ko say enam so wo offend yen e wo kwan bi su ninti no ontimi emra baseline no san kira nye better dia ebia na happen nti ye nsusu emu ani so abia na ye nyire ye ho kon kakra na emfa mpa bonta akire pa na awurade na beye anye saade a ebeye din
okay me fa bi nka ho ba won say me kan say me nim nia obeyo no de ntia me kan say an say there are a few things you can do ebi a me kan say what it is say obi a wo hunu say ade a wo ye nyen wa won say that's power penny said we see aka na je ho pa the Americans obi a wo hu say o hunu say ade a me ye nyen wo mama it's very difficult to convince that person and I say oh yeah na so say ba wo kan no 2-3 weeks time oh wa san kofa fofora ba no adi di watem sa ni pa no ohia moa oh de ne say wo try say wo de be che no wo aboa no but me person me speak to the offender wo na wo offend wo no de obetima ya ne say then you begin to ask yourself say what can I put up with and what can I not? What can I deal with this for the rest of my life in this relationship? You now have to make a decision. Be say odidi matema mema na hamiana ana me no be worry but me hu say sa kwa we sabi ebru sabi anyado na ni mwe okay me kan say ya me mana hawo wonim say Abigail kan bi kire ni kunu Nabal okache anganje ni kunu okache David o say yana chididie agwawe oh na eno kra ode gi ne nkwa enti at that time you need to make up your mind to say there are a few things you can do say can I put up with this? Can I ignore this? Can I try myself to ignore this guy? And yet easy. I'm not going to sit here to tell you it's going to be easy for you, but you have to determine say can I ignore this? Or ya mean fino. Or shout him the dia say nyumbi ne metie dia hye maso an me maso. Me fino. Kasa no bra obejai. Okay, and then number 1. Number 2, metaka sembi say Proverbs and makutu no aso makutu. Proverbs 26 verse 4. And then before program ya na me dem di na chi bi nkomo na bibi. Proverbs 26 verse 4. So you will be about this metako to service na pa. Or say don't respond to the fool or else you will be like him. Emwa okwasia e wona gimisem so. Na wanye se ono Sekoba se nipa no afedie onhunu se ade a me yin me sunsun me yiri me de atenie tete no no to aso ya at that time no what dwini mu no then this verse becomes applicable say treat sa action na say eyenkwase asem na memfi. If you can do that, it will help you. What happened is mama can't say way. You say our real be difficult. There's a story I'm making na nya our real. Esi ewo. Yeah, obi abu say Proverbs 26 verse 4. No. Verse 5 no can opposite there. Ya ode Benjamin can. Verse 5 no see bua okwase awo na gimisem so na wa mu no ho so we nyansafo. But brebia no in my ministry in administrative skills work no I apply verse 4. If it's a verse 4, no masum dwe bantem. Verse 5 no ye bra obi bu kwase na obu kwase na obu kwase na adwen sabe. Wa gimi ndi na humfi no. Ene da kro no amana bua osi bua kwase na gimi sem so na wanya nani so nyansafo verse 5. Na verse 4 say emma okwase muaye sade ne nkwase asemte na wo nso wanye so. And you told be a yanom we need to as Christian no you need to come to a place a young kwasiasem. And no na kwasia o. A young kwasiasem na mimwa. It will help you, your sanity. It will help no oba no say we dey say anotie. This away. Say anotie. Untitled kra na beboa so. Na at the same time no then say na opani kan na wo quotation mu say bomba ye man. Ebusa say ntimi kuri na yiriwe. Is she or he candidate of heaven? And this is weakness. Can I pray with him? Now, as my king, me pesa woti ase no amfa nko justify say so for krase se me free me irachi na se me kofo ba foforo na me no ba no toaso a omunani nso nya no bi na make you minim say na so kamboni ni nyina ho nyame mma saade no ho kwan nyame mma tendie ho kwan nyame nchekere ma ebro ho kwan say na let me give a caveat. The make say you are ni free suino me kan yi se me nua no magidifo se be ma no bro so ba no bro dia se wo twe ho tie me ye pa wo de opa ko tu se sofo amwa if say me kan se jaware se wo twe ho separate wo free wo ho na adakro amfa ba ma otirima memu ampie mienu na nipa kro no kopemwa wa wo twe ho no kopemwa na ne ho to no mo san hiem na beboa. Do that. Ma say to da bia ya na ya kire nyame asema bi na akosi bia enye nyame nkire ri kan say nyame nkire ba bia say bro yire ana bro wukunu na wade usu to na sa otwe ho na be save wo nkwa sensa da ko da ho no afa aba afa de wutiri mpo ne mu apie yes aware mu no ho firi ho na ka chen say wo wura menya aware ante wo bro medodo wo brume aben me yire na ani wo na wo de maye ponchin bay ko uhia moa ko pet counseling wo uhia say ubenya anger management counseling say no betimi aboa de a de kan yete say example aye nua bay de bay say odi matem eno kura no uhia moa oyare ohia moa pa no bi aka say well said nti penny me das pa minim say wo mo bebre me de makame de ni nyina me fa almost an hour am come de wo de ne say nti any other contribution, any other question? Ekwan wo mo an say obi no ho de a me de besisi ane abompa yako di pakro no break your trust and then you can asem we are trying to rebuild. Yes see yenye nyina na ehia nto boase odo ayeniye humobro some Jimmy from so atumi me pacho omoa na wasem bisa anything
so from pacho me wasem bisa kra anymore madam fi na nukunu eja no hofo oja no hofo be 7 years omuti kumase ana wakoti na Accra for 7 years oja no kwala miensa mo mane no wanya ne hwe no ba no de twa no ho sampenifo ba mu saka be mane mrefi omo ye ya wa ama ana
last year oban papa free mu and I didn't buy fee. Into I didn't buy and him say waba for good. Or say or ye you may be a cra ho said you nti into nako de say akoye say oba obedi weekend na no ko. Sa no ye. It will be a cover 2 weeks no about bedi 2 days 3 days. Now last week me ne kasa be say na say na waba na no say obeba oba homachi a obi ya da no obo punu mu no nyane wo mte se nia kronfo obefie nti me bisa no say the whole of last month wama ana onye hwe kwa say me mu ho no bai and I'm see aden no say woba phone no tua na so saa oba be pa cho no oba na agina for after 7 years no oba phone tua na so saa eto de bia 11 p.m. Yes, obi na afre no wafa fo no ofro bi. Till last time oba ye na okoya won ba bi mo no. Ohun so ni obi kasa wo phone so around 10 p.m. ho. Ono so da o try so beda no se no pa kwa adwuma. Omo kasa wie ye no. Na ni kuna san fa phone no ofro bi foforo no. Adan. Ona be ma ne tia no. Tire se bufu aba na okoya won ba bi mo no. Now for the me who asema me can't because she's been through a lot. Inti say your bon kwan also seeking for a year now say bibi say no or because I was last time no na the tip dwan no kwan na pressure bibi ne nam no o ku no inti say nya ebron kwan na e was o take the decision so be separate and I say nyema bi wo ho no ma me gidi say o ko pe be bitina kakra be boa wa e betimi aye ne sana because what it
Okay. Let me say why you know. Let me say why you know. We try the anime. Yes, I did. Say we're gonna Hussein. As my okay.
In fact, last time I'm in the castle, I can't say because of that until or quite on my end. No, my dreaming like I cry because so for boy me.
Me gidi say ye ntasitas ni me bi kakra. Say kasa aware, what are the responsibilities of warefo? Be our in kind details ni na be a yentimi kan ni na wade we so. Aware nyese bi out be bi na this car money obi nko. But companionship a part of romantic relationship. It's a say mumienu wo ho na mo we ye kwekura mu abia eboabo. Say understand tiasemu enna ba ko ate ase say me ko pebiri aba enna ya te ase na okọ na umaya a different. Sani awo kan me gidi say be ma no ohia moa ese say okopem moa if you say nukrani no obetimi de oba na ato emotional problem mu a ebetimi ma nanya akoyare ahodo bebrebe mu. Ndi se sa na tie na oba bia so kan no num ni ade a o makasa ho menka kasa o mun tinkonwa me ye sure say o makasa ho bebre enye ye se oba no be ma no etimi ekopem moa efiri baabi wana me kan ya counseling enye the say counseling no katra bia aka kra bia se ko no bi ntufo na debi ko pe baabi a ye cheche na Ghana nyina bi wo ho cheche wie se e kasa ko counselor de say wo koye be a 3-month course and a 6-month course. Ye cheche oni ma hodo bebre. If you say sani kakra ya mati no e sound so be ma no onti aware ase papa e bia ye nka oba no ye nim de nti a be ma no so na nka fie ho. Could it be say baby of your we don't know. We don't know. And she's not knowing the details of asemi nyina no. Se makasa metimi atena ha ka say e bi oba no nsisa na niam anko. Another kroba unlock pon. Emra minim each side what is happening now. I'll be wrong. I'll be making a wrong judgment. Could it be say obema no Bibi wo ba no ho fie ho an nani nka ho ana. We don't know. Yɛmfa no sɛ, for the sake of our discussion, bibia ni hɔ dia. Bibia ni hɔ dia. Ɛsɛ sɛ ɔbaa no ɛne bɛrima no tumi ankasa ho sɛ kɔkɔpɛ mmoa. Ɛbɛtumi ayɛ te sɛ deɛ na meka no ne mu hɔ yi sɛ wɔboro no no. Ɛfiri sɛ, na manka asɛm wei. Emotional abuse, ɛnyɛ ade a wobɛhunu. Me call baby am was say me can baby am here adwuma say office ho na bruni baby o frame sa frame na mete o say me kunu ya so pani na o abuse me emotionally for years na me can obi anyi me emotional abuse no and me saying bi ya tutu din dey do atem bayifo so den support dia obehunu mark bi on sa ho nyesa na mo di watem bayifo krasini firi jimfo wonma ware we ye kanipa na o kan bi o abuse emotionally kakra obrew ho ase so na any physical abuse gina penkro ndi se bia saa se me se na me si ti ne se saa na tie na oba no nyesuban bi na wo fie ho na o de tete be ma yi a na be ma no hia se okopemmoa enya saa kwa okoba no kra no e de o ha kese ne ba oba no so if you say oba bia na ne ye mahye no se yade a odomu na o mate ase na okwa oba na nka ani gia ohwe ne kunani but oba otifon so ontimi nka ho asem oka no adi na tem no atea no agogio no okum no sunsum ebi e beboa oba no so obetwe ne ho kakra na meka say I am assuming say oba no nye bribi oba no ye na ye ma be ma na ye saa se bibia saa ni ho a ebi e be so obetwe ne ho kakra kwama mpanimfo bi ane be ma ye di nkomo so wura I am assuming so e Kristo ni wura yakoso no enkoye ukum mami sunsum na mwa sa wan se bi ansem se na meka wan hwe obeka se eh na de sofo no aye libra sofo dabi nyame aware a ode ma nipa no se baako enye ne fam dia na ye violate the sacredness of aware no se me nyame fam die na se de me kan me show bi ane ya me de mako hye no ne asia yame ya ne se aware no ni mudie no me teso and yes ana me pushi the other one na amana aye bribi me suba no ma wo dwene bribi ho me bon person kan masa but say if all things being equal sana say they see describe you dia I would think say will be best somebody for be boa papa no say ko pemoa na ma me no say twen ho kakra wa hu say de ya na ye ni say ye na ma me no wakoto kredo na wato papa no be bo mu anopa na onum wa mienu a wonim de ebinim beka say ma me no ane pam ba mi hwa no na owu sunsum na owu so ba me no da ho na da ko wanya akoma yare a na enya onya stroke a wan ha ya attribute to treatment a onya free papa yi ho enti esese nyame boa ne yetena smase kakra ne boa yi ho o sanse mi nti bia Joyce sorry sama bo din ho ade so kakra metimi de aka aboa wo sase mi ho eno no wo mu a ne wasem bisa ne se guys na me
so Macho, good evening.
Anakoso me da so pa
Macho, masem bisa ampese me bisa ne je. We de me hiam wa kakra, Macho, mo chama adwino asem we ho. Me anti baako na onu kunu mo ware o ma ware o ma wo emba miensa ba be ma ni akwanya etu kwan kwabruchi ya ma no ni ho ya mowe oba ho be 15 good years ni ona ne ka so right bibia but say obeba fie no omba fie obisa na so na pipa sem aro ko hwe mu ano se wow oni obi awaro ho kra wo in this office situation we eba na sa oba no me anti no onja ya ware ana se onkosua ontena sa we mu ana in fact chema drink akra
okay yo me da se pa openi me da se pa ai very very a very, very difficult situation. One will say, Anna Binomo, a wakantum be brave. So, say, Titi will be the visa bar. Sena a word is in will be the visa bar, beer, unin crata. On a macan who do be so. Ah, or Nina Mua Nabia with the young assetina. Okay. Na bia kan hodo okro no bi o ha na ntianyi yi na wakokem na aye kama ate aka no so na kofa enu bi timi kofa sansem yi esutimi ba sa na wasi aka asem na fa me da sepa a very very good question na nakodwo the tie ne say oba no wan say biblically speaking ya na nka obetima aka no obetwa ne te na nka no ano say for free na yiri na chidi a enko ho kwan so obetima gyawa and there bibia no a esi no kwan ho kwan so de che no gino no ne tena no mo build aware no bi se be mai da so timu a wo mfi no na oba no evidence pa se se wa wo kura na won kan no kura nkyere me na saa ne me koso a mfomso bia ne ho nyame anim se se wa free na chi no na oba fofo te a mfomso ne ho se obegya no na maka saa no menka se bia na ma Ghana akwantu mu nsem ma mba bi tena ho bebre ne se toda bia se oba no ote Ghana ni nyina chiri no teku ne simpoa bia be man de be manu be mane no nti no wote hotwe ebi se wan se ebia oni bi kura oni obi o kana smachire no ebi se ho mpem se magaya wan be mane no bio enti oni se nye na ni nye ho enema nkoyie nanso ne source of income nyina no enti ya na mabinu motena na ya bare bono wote oja wa free na chi o se me bawo me bo e basa sa ni pe na sem e hakene so the source of income no dia na just say ono na so odi side here say they say I have a choice be ma no say trust em no dia biblically we free machi me evidence be bia kire sa metimi agya however no they say ono ni me hwefo nyame nam no so no oboa me mane me kakra nti my decision is say am I willing to stay in a relationship where I am not happy emotionally but financially no once in a while no minyamwa nti a choice so make you say which one will help me one my salvation first which one will help me in my emotional and physical stability or physical health the India American say so me tena videos na maka say onya no ahwe ebi ana no duane no abono ebi ayan hwe the long term effect say nukreni oni ani gie ama nukreni bi kura na o mu se o mane no kakra no na dwene mu no o tan be ma no pa na kuma mu o wabufuo kese bi a ebi abeboa no se obegya aware no wonya nkwagye since abufuo behye no because me can in the context say be ma no afo ba oba no ne tia kontu ta saa de so de abufuo na bia sika obenya nti otete ho na bia nanso nya ne de odi osi apini na oni anigye bi oburu no nua woni tirimu a ebeye so obetwe ne ho na ne bo ato no no ne nyame ntama ye yie since so income kakro obenya nti nanso da bia no oburu no nua woni tirimu se dakro mo na be hunu djuma wodi mi yi nanso this come man no agedia emwa no ne nkwaje nti ma minim se ma no long response however no I feel say he has a choice to make say am I willing to stay and go through and endure whatever emotional starvation physical starvation I'm enduring and now say be ya me kra ho beto no nyame anim de we free machi betime agya no se me kra beto me ho ntino metwe me ho eno no se sadia ebia no beboa no woni nkwaji mu tin se betena ho na bia ska akra de be ma no nti na nso na kuma mu no wota be ma no pa emwa Inis ma boa akra bra pani
Ajay.
oh nyame nchira pa am se Africana no adwan na urade nchira why ade pa so wonder Yo, etiefo, sani a yenkomo no sitie no. Minim say we adesua ya na emu odu na ya na nsɛm no bi wɔ ha. Nye ne nyinaa, I don't presume to know everything. Sɛ meka saa na nka minim adeɛ nyinaa ne nka mente ha. Enti nye ne nyinaa na mewɔ nyia no. Na minim sɛ mmoa a aduanom de ba bɛboa no nyinaa ɛma nkɔmmɔdie yɛ de. Nti wo asɛm musa bi a wobɛtumi di aba. Sɛ deɛ ka ho asɛm nyinaa ne sɛ, can I trust again? Can I rebuild the trust? Obi adi me hwam hɔ nsɛ si fam. Bɛtumi atrust me bi wana. Sɛ wɔ mmoa wɔ hɔ a yɛwɔ 5 minutes. Bi ne hɔ so deɛ ne na yɛbɛbɔ mpaeɛ na yɛde dwumadie no akɔ awieɛ. Nti ebi ne hɔ saa de a ɛneɛ bio mɛdam ase. Sɛdeɛ maka no, wokɔ ɛwɔ YouTube Enrich Your Family series. Ubenya videos bebree a yaka yaka waresɛm edi nkɔmmɔ. Awurade mmoa wo nko amfa. Share it with somebody. Any obi nkyɛ so no. If you said sɛdeɛ metaka no, I do receive a lot of testimonies wɔ nkurɔfoɔ a wɔn wode ama wɔn a wɔn tie. Share it with somebody. Wonnim sɛ wobɛsave family bi. Iti nyame nhyira wo na ɔnka wo ho na ɔmmoa sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ a wowu tie no wawareɛ bɛsi wo yie. Na deɛ ɔde baakɔma no nso nyame bɛboa na ɔno nso asi no yie. Moma yɛmmɔ mpayɛ nyame yɛ adoma na ɔtwe sɛndɛ ato nsa afrɛ yɛnua bi a ɔba bɛdi nkɔmmɔ. Yɛnua Steven ɔyɛ presentation wɔ ha pɛn. Menim sɛ binom aka sɛ yɛ a sɔfoɔ yɛ ama no nkyɛ sɛ wobɛta aba but mede bi so frɛfo ma ne gye. Moma yɛmmɔ mpayɛ wae. Oh Awurade yɛda wase. Ɛnɛ deɛ di ho nkɔmmɔ no yɛ asɛm a ɛdene wɔ awarefo mu. Sɛ obi eyiw ma obi ma wo nsa si fam, obi ani no kora nkyerɛw, obi twa nkontompo a ɛya. Ɛne mmienu nyinaa mu no, sɛ yɛne yɛyɛ offenders no anaasɛ yɛne yɛyɛ offended no. Awurade mesrɛ wo sɛ ka atiefoɔ a ma no duru wɔn asom yi ho. Na obi a ɔwɔ saa haw yi bi, obi a ɔwɔ saa amanehunu yi bi no, twitwagye no. Wɔnom a ɔmo bi ɔmo try sɛ ɔmo bɛheali no, ma wadom ro wɔnom so na ayaresa. Kyerɛ sɛ trust ensan megyina nanan mu bio. Yehowa, wotiri mpɔ paa ne sɛ awarefoɔ bɛnya anigyeɛ. Na yɛakɔ soɔ, na yɛtumi asere, na yɛdɔ ayɛ fɛ, na yɛfie ayɛ ɔsoro ketewa. Boa yɛma no mmerɛ mu saa ɛma yɛn. Ahyɛ wo ho anuonyam a aseda nkutoo ne yɛde bɛma wo. Bio yɛde wase. So hyira yɛn wɔ Jesus Christ din mu. Amen. Ɛneɛ mede nya